when I started, we were using Stratton Warren, or like I always called it NNF. And so when we made the transition, seems like a while back, to Coupa, and I'm not great with technology, but somehow I became a super user. So if I can do it, anyone can.
So Coupa's only as good as the information you give it. So if, like, I know it's kind of hard for a lot of the chefs, some of them are not computer savvy, but if they're not going to spend the time to input the correct items in the right way, they don't understand that on the back end of it, it's going to save you hours.
For me, it's very user friendly. You just type in exactly what you want, and then you have to go in, say the price, say the quantity, when you need by. It's which to me I see as a benefit, because you don't have to worry about scrolling through lines. It can be anything, and then very similar to online shopping, it has that cart feature at the top right, and so for someone who's very used to online shopping, they'll have no trouble with that part. Especially now with the COVID, everybody's been doing a lot more online purchases, so I think it's going to help people just having that experience.
Learning the system is the easy part. It's really user-friendly, but it's just working through the change. Just working through that part is the hardest part.
When we were using Stratton Warren, it was my brain and like hands were just so used to putting in certain commands that every so often I needed to do something a little different, and I would always have to call the purchasing team because I'd be like, wait, what was that command? I can't remember. I used it 4 months ago one time, but so I learned that this system lets you explore more and figure it out yourself and not have to, bother them with a question that you can answer on your own. And I think they appreciate that, that I wasn't calling them out, 1,000 times trying to get something right. So I guess instead of it being like muscle memory, just kind of doing something, you get to see it better. And that's partly of just how the system looks compared to what Stratton Warren was like too.
The biggest piece of advice I think I have for end users when it comes to like lessons learned is don't stay frustrated. Ask the question, because it could just be a matter of you don't know that Coupa does something. And it could be a really advanced thing that Coupa does that just wasn't in end user training. So don't stay frustrated, communicate. And there's no such thing as too much communication when you're transitioning into Coupa. And you never know, the system might have a really easy solution for what you're spending hours doing. And it's not worth you getting frustrated and staying frustrated over something that could be solved super easy.
Agree. Patience is the key, and questions are plentiful. There's tons of answers for everything that you think you don't know, and I'm still learning, and I've been using it for almost 2 years now, or about 2 years. It's a fantastic tool. I learn different things, new things, almost every week.
A huge time saver. I think that's the thing I can take away the most. It's a huge time saver. I can go in to whatever I need to look at, my order, my contracts, whatever, and find out where it is and get a follow-up. It just saves a tremendous amount of time.
For the chefs out there, there's never enough time in the day, it feels like, probably for any of us, but Melissa said it's going to be a time saver. It's not going to be at first a time saver. That's not going to happen, but eventually, again, going back to what I said, you put good information in and you organize it, it's so quick. So just be patient, but it's going to save you some time, especially if you're doing multiple outlets. So just be patient with it. But it's going to be a win-win for you guys that are not using it.